Hello, this is Michael and you're watching Blocks of Fury. So today I have a pretty special thing for you guys. I've put a lot of work into this one. And this is a water highway. Now it looks pretty simple from the outside, but it's taken me a long time because especially things like this turn are really hard. Now someone might have made this before, I haven't seen any, but then again I can't exactly go through all of YouTube, so someone may have put a video up like this. But I think how I did this is pretty original. It's pretty good. So things like this turns, there's lots of redstone hidden down there, and then I'll get to that later. So the interesting thing about this is it actually goes faster than minecarts. I have a demonstration set up over there so we can share that. And it's incredibly good. One downside, if you don't have other water sources like an ocean nearby, there are going to be squids that spawn in it. So you're going to want to keep a sword handy. But besides that, it's pretty much, it's nearly perfect. I'm going to put this back to day. I cannot type for my life. Okay. Time set, not set time. Okay, so that's done. And I'm going to go through this demonstration. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a boat down and you get on this waterfall. Now, obviously, you could do this many ways to get into it. With a waterfall of this size, you do have a slight chance of breaking your boat when you go down. But really, that doesn't happen hardly at all. So there are 1,000 ways to get into this water highway, but I just like the look of this, so that's what I did. So then you're going to go down here. Now how you're going to build this is you just build 5 blocks of wood, put down your blocks of water, and then you put pressure plates after the 5 blocks. This is going to stop the water flow. And then you're going to repeat that, and you're going to have this, you're just going to have a series of these water flows, and then that's going to propel your boat. Now this can be built bigger or smaller. If you're playing on a server, you might want like a really big one. If you're just in your private world, you might make it down to 3. Any less than 3, and it's going to be a little tricky because your boat breaks pretty easily if you smash against a wall. So I'd recommend 3 or bigger. So then what I'm going to demonstrate is this turn. I'll show you how it works, and then I'll explain it all. It's pretty complicated. I mean, not really. It's not that bad. And then what I'm going to do is this is what took me by far the longest. So these pressure plates actually activate redstone that are gonna trigger this cart. This cart's gonna go. I set this pretty I was pretty nice to the cart. I gave it a startup of 5 powered rails, and then every 4 or so normal rails I put another powered rail. So that's almost as fast as the cart can go. That's pretty much full power. Not many people actually use minecarts with that many powered rails, so that's actually probably going to be faster than you would be going. So what's going to happen is I'm going to trigger this, and as soon as I go past here, we're going to start racing, and then that's going to go, and I'm going to go. And then when we get to okay, I'll explain this all later. When we get to right here, I've just reset that. When we get to, I get right here, and it gets right here, the first person who gets here is going to set on a light. Now this is what took me forever, because I'm not that good at redstone, and I did not look up on any tutorials on how to do this. So first person gets here, and they're going to trigger one of these lights. Now, the other person's not going to be able to trigger a light. I'll demonstrate this. Okay, let's say the boat wins, it gets there. So that light is going to flash on. What is happening? This is really bad. Oh, never mind. It's not bad. Here's the thing. This is the reset switch that I just pressed. If the reset switch is on, the entire thing is not going to work. So you just flip the switch off, and then first person gets here. If it's the boat, that light's going to turn on. And if it's the minecart, let's reset this. And if it's the minecart, see that reset, then the minecart is going to turn it on. Now, oh, dang it. Okay, well, all that I need to do to replace this, put down 1 sandstone, put down 1 detector rail, and I am good. Okay, so if the minecart gets here first, like that, then you're going to see that go on. Yeah, I demonstrated that. So, here's the thing that took me forever. When the minecart goes on, if the boat comes, it's not gonna... Crap. when the boat comes, if the minecart gets there, it's not going to turn on. It should work the other way. Apparently it doesn't want to work for me today. But honestly, I've put a ton of time into this. Apparently, the second one doesn't work, but the first one does. So, reset that. So you'll still be able to know. If the boat gets here first, then you won't be able to, then this one won't go on. If the minecart gets here first, both lights will be on. Just gonna go with that because, yeah, boat gets there first, minecart is not going to be able to turn on that light. Apparently it doesn't work the other way. Something just a little bit messed up down there. Really not gonna worry about it because I probably broke it when I did this. But what the heck. It is fine. Can't believe I put so much work into this. I'll just show you down here how much I put in here. Yeah, it's incredibly complicated and something just doesn't want to work. Okay, I'm gonna reset this. This is gonna be a little redstone part of this. So this is when the reset switch is on. This should be turning all these. Yeah, everything should be. Yeah, this should all be good. Okay. Yup, it's all looking good. And turn it off. Okay, now everything is off. Now, when I power this minecart rail, it should turn on this piston, which is just, oh my gosh, simple mistake, guys. All that I need is one little redstone repeater. That was, okay, I guess I'll just, whatever, you get the point. I'll go through this redstone. Actually, I'm not going to go through it this episode. If you want me to go through this redstone, just comment, go through the redstone, and then I will. Even if only one person wants it, I will do this. It's incredibly complicated. It took me about 2 hours to get it all right, which is just why I was so disappointed when it didn't work, and now it should work, though. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be really, really angry. Okay, take off this. Okay, now it's reset. Now, when I place a minecart there, that's going to turn on. If the boat comes later, that won't. Yes, okay. So that's not going to turn on. Then, reverse. Okay, well, you have to reset it. And then reverse is stand right here. And then put this, and it won't turn on. Okay. Oof. It's a little bit of a rough part of the video, but I'm through it. Now let's get on the actual testing. So, it's pretty fair testing. It can go either way. I haven't like rigged it so that the boat will always win. Yeah, completely fair test. So I'm just gonna go through it now. Again, put it near an ocean or something if you don't want squids. Shoot. Now that's annoying when you're in creative mode because these squids move so fast. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get the squid to do it. If these squids go too far, they rocket through this thing, and it is really hilarious. Okay, look at this squid. He'll do it. Come on, squid. Okay. He might do it. If the squid starts, yeah, there we go. No, it's incredibly buggy with squids. There we go. See how the squid just rockets down and crashes in the end. And that squid will mess me up. So I'm gonna just go ahead and kill him. But yeah, it's pretty comical. Rocket squids. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh gosh darn it. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just had a little slip up right there. The bad thing about this, well, this wouldn't really happen because sandstone doesn't break instantaneously when you're in regular mode, but I was hacking away at a squid and I broke one of these blocks. Now, since there's tons of redstone underneath here, that just screwed up the system, which wouldn't happen in survival, but yeah, I did this in creative. So, okay, I'm gonna have to set the time again. Time set 0. Okay, so what this does is the redstone underneath here is going to trigger these pressure plates. and then it's going to wait, and then it's going to put down those. And this is going to make it so you pretty much come to a standstill in the middle, and then you stop. Yeah, you come to a standstill, those blocks, these pistons retract, and then that lets out these two water source blocks, and that pushes you in here. This works almost 99% of the time, and yeah, then when you hit these, it resets. So that works really, really well, but as you can see, if you mess it up, yeah. It only took me like 2 minutes to fix. So what I've done here is, after you're going full speed, going really, really fast, then you have 5 blocks of standing water, or is that, yeah, it's 5 blocks of standing water, and then you have one more to get you going, one more of these, just 2 blocks flowing this way. And then you have these, 8 blocks, they're just flowing into each other. And then you have this one, which is just like, it's a buffer. If your boat goes too far, it'll push you back in there. So, that is that part. I'll just show you the basic redstone, go over a little brief thing of it. So here's the deal. You don't need to do exactly what I did here, because what I did here is not perfect. But here's what it does. So these are the first pressure plates. Right here, right on top of these, are the pressure plates that you run over when you're going into the turn. Now, when this is activated, it's going to go through here, and this is going to set off all of these repeaters. This is going to make a delay before your pistons retract. So this changes the state of an RS NOR latch or something. I don't know, but essentially it's a computer bit, and it changes states if you run a signal into either one of these. So when this changes state, it's going to turn off this redstone current. Now what this redstone current is doing is now the first thing that's doing is those water source blocks. If you remember the pistons up there, those pistons are holding in the water, and what I've done here is I've activated them by default, and I'll show you up there. I've activated them by default. I have these 2 torches right here and right here, so those are going to activate those, and when these are on, it's going to turn these off, which is going to make these retract. And how you turn those on is you deactivate this and you deactivate that. Those are both linked up to that bit. So when you turn off the bit, it retracts those 2 and the water comes flowing out. Now at the same time, this bit also powers that was this path right there, but it also powers these pistons, and it's going to make those retract. So as of right now, it's on. By default, it's on, and it's going to power that one, which is going to push it up, and then it's going to go down here, and it's going to go around, and this is an inverter. It goes into this block, which turns off this torch. That torch goes through this block and makes, since that's off, that can be on if that's on, which would be if this is off. If this is off, this is going to turn on, which is going to make this turn off, and it's kind of confusing. But then that's going to make this turn off, and then that is going to retract. And you have the same sort of system set up right here, which is just the other path, and then the last one is right here. You just have another branch feeding into there. So it's kind of confusing, but if you kind of know what you're doing with redstone, you can kind of set up your own thing. It's just an idea. I know I'm not a master, so this probably isn't set up perfectly. So if you kind of understand that, then what this does is this is the other set of pressure plates, one that you run over when you're exiting the turn, and what's going to happen, that is going to go down here, and it goes through a little hidden pathway down here. Now this hidden pathway leads up right here and leads into the other one. So the first one leads in here, the second one leads in here. So this changes the state back to what it is right now. This retracts the water and puts those up again. Now it's kind of confusing, but it's just a bit. It has 2 states. The one that's on right now is no water flowing down and those up. When you switch those on, it flips, so the water goes down and these go down. And then the next one if you do it, if you run a signal right through here, which is what these are for, then it goes back to where it is right now. So, kind of confusing. If you want me to go over more in depth, I will. So that's that. If you like redstone, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. And not too bad. So I've already gone through this incredibly complex redstone over there, or at least to me. To other people, you might be like, that's nothing. But then I just went through, I don't know, this is kind of rainbowish, and then mossy cobble walls. I kind of like the look of that with the torches. So I just decided to be like, it can look cool too. Don't have to make it look bad. And then you've got your, so obviously if you're going to build this as a highway, it's going to need to be pretty versatile. You're going to need to be able to make turns, and you're going to be able to make elevators, and obviously waterfalls. So the elevator is really, really simple. All you do is run it into a little like column. It doesn't need to be this big. It can be any size, but you need to make sure you've got a water source block in every single one of these. And if you do, boat floats right up. And then you've got squids again. I'll kill them. Hopefully not break anything. There you go. Dead and dead. Okay, and that just flows into a little ending pool. I've actually never tried this because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I'm finished. I'm not even trying the ending pool. I think I've run through the whole thing a couple times, and that's what I'm going to do right now. Here it goes. Got our minecart set up. Everything is ready to go. Just have to kill a couple squids. Oh, and those are my PvP traps. They're really, really good, really inexpensive. I would highly recommend checking out that video. It's called Foolproof PvP Trap. Check it out. Oh, shoot. See, this isn't a really big deal to fix, because it's just like, one block of wood. And if you're not in my situation, in creative mode, then you won't even have to worry about it, because you'll realize when you're punching that. Okay, here we go. Hey, sorry, this is my second take. There were a problem with some squids, and now we're gonna have our second go at it. Yeah, should be perfect. It's only happened to me like a couple times. Just make sure you build this next to an ocean. So as you can see, we're going really, really fast. No problems at all with speed. Looking good. And in a couple seconds, this will go down. As you can see, this requires absolutely no steering whatsoever, and you just go right down, and it just works. So there you go. Now we're going to be racing the minecart. As you can see, we're actually faster. So that's pretty awesome. Now here we're approaching the elevator, which has got a squid in it, but that shouldn't mess us up. So there you go. Going right up, flowing right down. Pretty simple. High speed. Woo! And there we go. Okay, that was really stupid. I didn't build this long enough. Actually, it looks like I was going to, but then I got lazy. Yeah. Obviously, you can build that landing pool longer, and it'll work perfectly. But as you can see through my contraption, we won. So you've got something that I consider really good, because this is faster than minecarts, and it's so much less expensive. Minecarts take tons and tons of iron. This takes 3. You need to build 1 bucket. You can have whatever materials that you want building around it, and you just need wood for the pressure plates. And it's really, really good. I'll post a link to this map in the description if you want to try it out. I don't know. I think it's a really, really good design. It's incredibly simple. Again, build this near a ocean so you don't get tons of stupid squids like I am getting. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.